Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for quarter 3 of 2024. This is for July through September. You have this wolf spirit, says turn knowledge into wisdom. You have this brown bear spirit, says take time out. So every single person has had something about needing to take a break. So we have a bunch of retrogrades going on at the end of the year here. And, starting now, we have Mercury going retrograde in the beginning of August. We have Neptune going retrograde, Saturn retrograde. I mean, the list goes on and on. So whenever we have these retrograde heavy times, it's always a great time to rest, relax, recover, heal, take care of yourself, all that other good stuff as well. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Cups. I do feel clearly you could be learning something about your finances. Five of Pentacles would be feeling left out in the cold. The Ten of Pentacles would be improving your finances. So I think that if you are trying to improve your finances, now would be a great time to turn knowledge into wisdom. So take the things, the lessons that you've learned and use them to, improve your financial situation. Or this could also be your love life as well with the Two of Cups showing up. But it's going to be different for all of you. So, again, I would make sure to do that. You have again, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Two of Cups. I feel that some of you, there could be a person who is coming into your life, obviously. This could be a person who's moving a little quickly. So we have the Knight of Swords. You might have to tell this person to hold their horses, or you might have to tell this person to slow it down a little bit. I don't actually feel too bad about this. This looks pretty good. I mean, Ten of Pentacles, you have the Empress, the Star. You have the Six of Pentacles and the good stuff, which would be a person who actually gives in a connection. Maybe this is the problem, is that you have been left out in the cold, or maybe it's them that's been left out in the cold as well. It's like sometimes I think, we can attract a person who's been left out in the cold and they have kind of like attachment anxiety or, whatever you call it. So it's like, maybe they're a little bit too nervous, right? With the Knight of Swords, maybe you meet a person and they like try to attach too quickly because they've been hurt and they don't want to experience it again. And, the list goes on and on there as well. So I would pay attention to the Five of Pentacles. I would also pay attention to the Knight of Swords energy. And by pay attention, I mean, like, again, if you're feeling like a person is rushing, speak up and say, like, hey, hold your horses, slow it down. There's no need to rush. There's no need to be nervous or, whatever the case may be. I actually feel pretty good about this Knight of Swords. Normally, I do not like the Knight of Swords because he is too hasty. He is rushing. But in your reading, I kind of feel like you are making fast progress because we go from the Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles very, very quickly here. And so this could be a very quick improvement that's entering into your life. You have the Two of Cups. Again, if you're looking for love, definitely could be a perfect match coming in for you. A lot of people have been getting the Two of Cups, and I do believe we are in a time where we could be attracting someone who is different than our usual type. These two are meant to look very different because they come from two different worlds, and you could just be attracting someone who's different than what you would normally go for. As far as improvements in your life are concerned, the Two of Cups is about listening to your higher self. So the Two of Cups represents you and your higher self. And what I would say, sorry, I have the hiccups now, but what I would say is that don't drink too much coffee because you'll get the hiccups, but also, I would listen to your higher self, like the signs, symbols, synchronicities, the messages, your dreams, your daydreams, all that stuff. I would listen to your inner voice because it's clearly trying to guide you, I think, towards the Ten of Pentacles, although we'll see. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Sun. I love it. Amazing. Definitely a very quick improvement coming in for you. The Sun is 1,000 times better than the Five of Pentacles. You also have the Sun and the Star. These two together can represent fame and fortune. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to become famous, but definitely could be good for your fortunes. It's great for those of you that work in the public eye or that do something that requires getting attention as well. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Six of Pentacles, which we talked about already. I do feel like this is a very giving, caring person. I also feel they are pretty balanced, even though I do get the feeling that there could be a person like rushing in maybe a little bit too quickly or faster than you like. And take it how it resonates. Again, this person, you might be moving too quickly for them as well. Like I said, take it how it resonates. But, I still feel that this person's like very balanced. I think they like equal give and take. I feel like they pay attention to the energy that's being given and they match energy very well. So again, there's really nothing to, worry about other than the whole rushing thing. With the Two of Cups, you have the Strength card. Yeah, it could be a person who has Leo in their chart for sure. You basically have like 1, 2, 3 fire sign cards, all 2 of them Leo, or 3 of them really. The Two of Cups can also represent Leo. Even the King of Wands is normally Aries, but the King of Wands could be Leo. So again, it could be a person who has like Leo on their chart or something that you're attracting into your life. I also feel that you have developed a lot of strength with the Strength card. And the Two of Cups with the Sun and the Star could say that people are seeing your strength now. Like you are getting recognition for your strength and in whatever it is that you've done. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Message in a Bottle. You also have this No Place Like Home. The Message in a Bottle card could represent like a message that it's not really like someone's trying to be secretive or anything, but it could be about receiving a message that you kind of have to like unwrap. You have to get to the bottom of the message. And so again, if you're communicating with a person, you might have to do some reading between the lines. Let's put it that way. The No Place Like Home card is, again, we have these retrogrades. I think it's a great time to be, if you want love and stuff like that, get out in public, get out of the house, right? But, for the most part, if you're resting, relaxing, recovering, I think you can do that from home. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. Everybody gets a Ten of Pentacles. We've had a ton of energy in Taurus. We still have Uranus in Taurus. And all this Taurus energy really, I think, is pushing people to build or leave a legacy in their life, to do something that's more important. So even though Jupiter's left Taurus, doesn't matter. We still have Uranus there. Even when Uranus leaves, doesn't matter. Because when planets go through a sign, we're learning the lesson. After it leaves the sign, we can implement the lessons that we learned into our life. So just because it's left doesn't mean you're going to stop doing this. And I really feel the universe is trying to get people to kind of like create heaven on earth. There are like bad things going on in the world right now, and I think we need to go the other direction and build amazing, beautiful things in the world. We need to bring heaven down to earth, right? And that will always be my message, is trying to get people to accomplish great things, because that's the only way that we're going to get out of this mess, I believe. And again, maybe I'm wrong, but I still think it wouldn't hurt. So I think it's time for you to build something great in the world, whatever that is. It could just be yourself, right? And that's the other thing as well, is that if you're inspiring just only one person in your life, that is enough to kind of create heaven on earth, right? So if everybody did that, everybody would be more inspired, right? So again, just it doesn't have to be something big, huge, amazing. It can be something that's just amazing for you, and that is enough. The star, the whole point of the star is to be an inspiration, and so if you can just do one great thing at this time, that's all it will take for you to get the good energy, for you to get the rewards of the Ten of Pentacles. I definitely see you improving your financial situation as well. And so whatever you're working on, I would just keep doing what you're doing, because it looks to me like it's going to lead to result. You have the King of Wands. King of Wands kind of puts you in a position of power and strength. We could also just say this is how you are showing up in the reading, since you are a fire sign. And the King of Wands is very bold and assertive. He's also very visionary as well. He can almost see the future. So I would be trusting your ideas about the future, or I would be listening to your inner voice about the future. That could lead to a lot of success. You have the Four of Cups. I kind of feel like this is something that everyone is dealing with, like past disappointments, those past dreams that didn't work out, or those past things that didn't work out. And we go up to the Star, which would be kind of like your dream, to the Five of Swords. So this right here is kind of telling me that you are about to take a risk on a dream that you have tried before. And I think a lot of people are doing this right now, where it's like, if maybe you wanted to have a business in the past, it didn't work out. Maybe you wanted a family, it didn't work out. And I think a lot of people are kind of like taking a risk on things that they've tried before that didn't work. With the Ten of Pentacles, yes, King of Pentacles, I would keep doing what you're doing. The King of Pentacles is about developing your skills to make money, right? Or to increase your abundance. He has these grapes on his cloak, and grapes in the tarot are meant to represent something that is very difficult to grow. So the grapes in the tarot can say that you are about to work on something that is like hard or difficult to make happen. But if you develop your skills, you will find success. So I think that you are either working or building something that is like most people don't do, or you have a skill that you need to keep working on or keep improving. Because if you improve that skill, you'll make more money. And it could be any skill. With the King of Wands, you have the King of Cups here. I want to see, yeah, you could be attracting a water sign as well, or a person who has water in their chart. King of Cups is usually very emotionally secure, emotionally stable, very intuitive, follows his heart as well. And, that could be the difference here, is that you could be attracting a person where they kind of like more live a heart-based life, and this kind of sometimes doesn't make sense to most people because, again, this person might not necessarily make logical decisions, and I kind of feel that's the difference. Is like, maybe, and take it how it resonates, maybe you're more heart-based, I'm not sure, but again, I think that maybe you're more logical, but this person, it's like they don't make logical decisions. But also, I would trust the evidence. If there is evidence that they're successful, then that's probably just what works for them, is following their heart. And I feel like you could be attracting a person who's meant to teach you that. With the Four of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. And I feel like you are releasing like part of your old story. The Four of Cups, the disappointments, the things that didn't work, that's what you could be releasing. In the area of messages from your future self, you have this diving beetle. It says slow movement, slow things down for sure with that Knight of Swords, creative force, and water element. You have this mongoose. It says self-assertiveness, genuineness, and candidness. So you could be attracting a very genuine person as well. I do feel like you could be attracting someone who is almost like painfully honest, right? You could be attracting a person like that, but I feel like they're very genuine and candid, and they speak from their heart. So that could be the type of person you're attracting. The diving beetle also said water energy, so it could be a watery type of energy here. I do feel like you are being more assertive. I'm going to skip forward to the star. The star, I kind of feel like it is saying you are like the star at this time, or you are more in this position where you are living more from this type of energy of like getting attention on things that matter to you. And that's exactly what I would do with the star. Of course, with this and the Four of Swords, I would rest, relax, recover whenever you can. Again, we have Mars going retrograde at the end of the year, so I would gather as much energy as you can now because it's in Leo, and Mars retrograde in Leo is, Leo is what gives us life force. Leo is what gives us and energy. So I've been encouraging everyone, like, if you need more sleep, if you need to rest, get that now so that you have energy to carry you through the end of the year. But the star is also a card of having a North Star, having that one big goal, wish, or dream that you try to manifest in the world. And I feel like you are meant to be the star. You have the sun in the star, which is saying you are meant to take center stage, for over the next quarter, at least, probably for the rest of the year, Sagittarius. You could be one of those signs that is meant to stand out right now so that you can inspire people, so that you can help them, get through whatever's going on. And, I would keep doing what you're doing. You have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords, resting, relaxing, recovering. It's also blessings as well. There's a person right here who's blessing another person, and you could be receiving blessings by being an inspiration to other people. So I would try to accomplish something. Again, it doesn't have to be anything super important, but I would try to accomplish something over the next 3 months because that will bring blessings. You have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that you can do something, that's when you will do it. So when you truly believe deep down inside that you can accomplish something great, that is when you will accomplish it. So I would put the work in to really believe in something. I also think you need to set healthy boundaries as well. The Seven of Wands is like drawing a line in the sand, and I definitely get this feeling. It's like I feel like you could be meeting a great person, but I don't know what's up with this person. I don't know. This person, I think you will be attracted to them. I want to say that. But maybe they're just moving too quickly, and maybe you need to tell them to hold their horses a little bit. Again, I think that sometimes we do ruin good relationships by not drawing boundaries, right? And so if you draw a boundary and you say, like, hey, let's slow things down or whatever, I think that will make this better, right? And we have the opportunity to do that. So that's what I would do. With the Four of Swords, you have the Ten of Cups. Yes, like I said, this is probably something you've been waiting for, especially for those of you that do want love. The Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, happy home, happy family. So this looks like a very good connection, and it could be what you've waited for, but I would make sure to, draw that boundary. Here you go. With the star, you have the Queen of Wands. I told you, you are the star right here. You also have the King and Queen of Wands. So this could be a very, desireful connection. The King and Queen of Wands together, they have a lot of desire to be together. They really want to make things work, and they want to make things happen. And there's just a lot of passion between the two. So this looks really good. This person could make you feel really good as well. They could make you feel like a star. So So, I think this would be worth it. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Queen of Cups. There you go, divine counterparts again. I think this is the same person. It's like just saying divine counterparts twice. But, I think this could be a very heart-based emotional connection, but also a good mixture of desire and heart, which is great, I think, like I said, I also think that what's important to say here is that this person, it seems to me like they're meant to teach you something, not as in, they're not going to like sit you down in a chair and be like, you need to learn this. I think just the way that this person lives their life is meant to teach you something. I think that they're very heart-based. Maybe the stuff they do doesn't really make sense until it's done, is what this gives me. That's like the type of energy I get off this person. And so they could do things very differently than most people, but it's almost like they don't need proof. Like, let's say they're going to start a business or go get a career. It's like they don't need proof that things are going to work. I feel like they just have feelings that things are going to work, and that's all they need. And that could be why they're coming in hot here and maybe moving too quickly, is because maybe they just have a feeling about you, and that's really all the proof that they need. They don't need, logical proof, right? And so I almost feel like this person is like teaching you how to live from the heart more or something. I don't know. In the area of the good stuff, you have this unlock card that says, what was locked can now be open. You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitation. Love it. You have this home card. It says, invest in a home business or make money from home. It says, get out of the rat race and become your own boss. I think Sagittarius does very, very well having a side hustle. Every single Sagittarius I know in my personal life has a side hustle, at least, or they have their own business. So I think that Sagittarius can do very well being their own boss and, making money on the side even. So if you want to do any of those things, I feel like you should. I feel like you should take the risk. The Five of Swords in the good stuff, to me, is all about taking some sort of risk, and the risk is going to lead to a win. This guy right here, he is the winner, so I feel you are almost winning something or you're coming out on top. You have the Empress. The floodgates of abundance have opened. The Empress is all about abundance and creating abundance. She creates abundance through valuing herself and through taking care of herself. So make sure self-care is super important with the Empress. And the more you take care of yourself, the more abundance you create. It's like a positive snowball. And I would work on creating that positive snowball. If you want love, again, she gets a lot of attention and you get a lot of attention, the Sun and the Star and the Empress, in your reading. So I would do, if you want love, I would get attention. Put yourself out there. Do something to get attention on yourself. You have the Six of Pentacles. You do have it twice in your reading. Again, I think if you're attracting a person, this is a very kind, caring, giving person. I also feel that there could be more fairness coming in for you. The Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. It's also about like receiving. And I feel, it's almost like the universe is balancing things out and giving to you. So if you haven't been receiving the rewards for your efforts, or if you haven't been getting recognition at work, the Sun and the Star also could say that you're getting recognition for the work that you've already done, which is great. With the Five of Swords, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow things down. Knight of Pentacles is like slow, steady progress. And so I think if there's a person who's rushing, or if you feel like you're rushing, I would just slow things down. It doesn't even have to be in love. This could be in work or business. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying, there is progress, but there's no need to, rush or kind of get into this position where you're forcing things to happen. I also feel like you're finally seeing growth. Again, this card here, it said something. It says, what was locked can now be open. So I feel that if you have been feeling like stuck in limbo, or if you've been feeling like things are not progressing, I feel that this is just saying things are opening up. With the Empress, you have the Lovers. Yes, definitely could be a strong love connection coming in for you. Could be a Gemini, could be an Aquarius as well. Could be any sign, general reading, but take it how it resonates. I definitely feel that there could be a strong love connection coming in for you. This could also represent a choice. The Lovers traditionally was about having a choice to make. And I always say if you're trying to make any decisions at this time, the new path is always the best path with the Lovers. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Hangman. Hangman is about seeing things from a new perspective. It's also about gaining enlightenment, and you clearly are enlightened to something with the Sun and the Star. They're both cards of enlightenment and discovering answers. So I feel that you have maybe become enlightened on a path, or the Star is about kind of having a big goal, and you could finally understand what you're supposed to be doing. You have this Principle card. If you're attracting a person, I think you're attracting a person with morals, ethics, morals, principles. They probably have like certain rules that they live by. So probably a good person. You have this discovery card, 2 cards of Sagittarius. The principal card is Jupiter and Sag. This card here is Mercury and Sagittarius. So I feel that you could be adventuring more. You could also be embracing your own Sag energy more. You have this adaptability card. We are in a time of flexibility. I don't really feel Sagittarius has a problem being flexible, so I'm not too worried about it. But just know that if you're working on a project or a business and things don't go according to plan, this is saying like don't give up. Just adapt to the situation and keep moving forward. Next, you have this optimism card, another Sagittarius card. So I think that it is a time of optimism, sun and the star. I would be focusing on the things in your life that make you feel optimistic. The 6 of Pentacles says, you can feed whatever you want. You can feed negativity or positivity. You can feed pessimism or optimism. So I would make sure you're doing more things that make you feel optimistic. You have this defense card. It's like saying you're protected at this time. I feel like you're protected from negative forces, basically. But this looks really good here, Sag. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your quarter.